Hello, this is David D. Hilster. I'm a critical thinker, science dissident, and I'm here to tell you the truth about science, something your university professor won't tell you, the mass media won't tell you, and certainly science evangelists won't tell you. Today I'm going to talk about money. Money is one of the major factors in everything in life, unfortunately, especially when you get into the mass media, mass anything, including science. Yes, it's not immune. We all think that when there's a problem in a theory like relativity, and we find it, that all the scientists in the universities, they all get together and say, oh, there's a problem here. For instance, there is no mass increase, as like special relativity says, and therefore we all get together and say, we've got to change things. Nope. They don't do that. Unfortunately, there's a lot of politics. We can get into this, but let's follow some of the money and just show you the amounts of money that are involved. Let's take, for instance, the Large Hadron Collider, the God Particle Collider. Excuse me, a little under the weather with my throat here because it's raining in sunny Florida today. But anyways, we're going to go to here, and we're looking at this article here on physics.org. Physicists accelerate plans for a new Large Hadron Collider 3 times as big. But they're going and they're looking in, they're talking about, oh my gosh, it's even going to be bigger, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll take a look at how much this one cost. And let's just search. This is easy. You search for the word billion. There we go. And it said the construction of LHC, the world's largest science facility, was only finished in 2008 and cost around 4 billion euros. That's a B as in billion. And of course, the Large Hadron Collider, which they're looking at, is going to be even bigger, is going to be an 80 to 100 kilometer circle and even costs more. So you're talking about ridiculous amounts of money being thrown at to build these unicorn detectors. Why do I call them a unicorn detector? Because these are simply made up. We have a system called the standard model, which is not a model, it's a standard something, and we call these things particles, which are really just packages with arbitrary attributes. And we all agree that this looks symmetrical and looks pretty, and then we're going to go smash things together until we find it. Of course, if you do millions of them, you can find anything. You can find Mickey Mouse's ears in there. But that's beside the point. What I'm trying to get at is this is a lot of money. The Hadron Colliders in Europe, they cost billions, they employ thousands, and of course, better yet, they make lots of PhDs, and even more better than that is a Nobel Prize. Because when you see, in the end, it's not important about truth, it's important about status and about money and making your living, and of course, there's nothing better than the Nobel Prize, because then you can kick back, put your feet up and say, I'm a Nobel Prize winner. Everybody will come to me and write PhDs, and we'll get all kinds of papers out of here and lots more money and more PhDs, and those guys will go out and try to invent more particles, and then the invention of a particle isn't the search for, oh, I've got my name on a particle. It's a search for fame and fortune. Now let's go to another thing that's happening right now, and that's the TV series Genius on Nat Geo. And if you take a look at this, we got not Nobel Prize winners, but we have Oscar-winning people, including Ron Howard and other people, other actors. I'm not up on all the actors here. Yes, I made a movie, but it's a documentary, not like this. Now, if you want to take a look at this, I think there's at least 3 people involved that have Oscars in this production. And now I'm going to be scrolling through this, and I want you to just, okay, this is the cast for all the people in here. You think, yeah, okay. We're still not there. We keep going. One of the things that I remember when I lived in Brazil, and I was with one of the cinema clubs there, the Brazilians who were cinephiles, people like said, look at this thing. It just keeps going. And they would sit at the end and watch these American films. You know why? Because they watch the credits. How many people it takes to make a film. So, look at this. Finally, we get this. But of course, we got all the producers here. as well. Music, still going. And this is what the Brazilians would watch. The cinephiles in Brazil would watch these gigantic productions. I think we're at the bottom finally. And that, I think, is more than the budget of my film, which was about $150,000. I just have a sneaking suspicion this is way more. And of course, this is employing lots of people. It's giving people work. All the actors think, oh, I played Einstein. I played the smartest guy in the world, and I'm going to portray him in a human. Folks, I mean, this is all fluff. It's all Einstein's wrong, special relativity is wrong, general relativity is wrong. Yes, light is bent in space, but it's refracted through mass, which is coronas of suns. Special relativity is really wrong in a lot of ways. Even people in the Stanford Linear Accelerator admit they don't see mass increase. See my modest film. You can see it for $3 online. Try it. You know, I'm getting rich, yeah, so I'm here for fame and fortune. This is the way to do it. It certainly is. And of course, we're going to go also then to the Facebook of Albert Einstein. And if you can see here, hopefully you can see that. I know my pictures will block it out sometimes, but they have almost 20 million people who like this page. And you can see somehow the real picture of Einstein sort of disappeared, and we have the actor Einstein. And genius, of course, right next to his name. And I've been arguing all along that genius is an illusion. There are no special brains out there. There are people who are very creative, who can think of really great things, but genius is something we invent and we imbue upon somebody. And we did it with him, even though he's wrong. But anyways, we'll talk a lot more about why people are looking for money, how that happens emotionally, what happens. And of course, if you go against Einstein, for instance, why that is a very bad monetary move for you. It's not good for the bank account if you go against Einstein. So that's enough for today. I have many, many more in the future here. And always remember, don't take what anyone says on faith. Stay critical, stay thinking. I'm Dave D. Hilster, your science therapist. Ciao for now.